Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and staying safe and happy. I am your science teacher, Miss Farheen, and I welcome you all to your science class. My dear students, as you know that we are on chapter number 8 and the name of our chapter is Structure of Earth. Today I am going to give you a complete review of this unit. So, आज के यूनिट में हम तमाम चीज़ों को रिवाइज करेंगे, तमाम बेसिक पॉइंट्स को, तमाम SLOs को. हम देखेंगे कि हमने तमाम लेक्चर्स जो इस चैप्टर में कंप्लीट किए हैं उनमें हमने क्या क्या पढ़ा. And after that, I will provide you with an evaluation sheet. But before moving on towards the review, let's quickly recap what we did in the previous lecture. हमने एक project complete किया था और उसमें हमने मुख्तलिफ clay samples, मुख्तलिफ जो soil samples हैं उनको study किया था. So, from which of the soil containers more water drains? Sand, clay and silt. तीनों जो samples हैं इनमें से सबसे ज़्यादा पानी कौन से जो sample है उसमें से drain हुआ था? It was sand because it has more porosity. grains जो है वो बड़े हैं जिसकी वजह से इनके दरमियान spaces जो हैं वो ज़्यादा हैं. Okay, my dear students, now is the time for review. So let's start with the lecture number 1. So in lecture number 1, we discussed about the structure of the earth. हमने earth के structure के बारे में पढ़ा था. So quickly tell me how many parts of earth, how many parts our earth is divided into? कितनी layers में इसको divide किया गया है? That is crust, mantle and core. So 3 layers हैं अर्थ की just like an egg. So इस तरीके से हम जो है वो क्रस्ट पे रहते हैं, मेंटल आती है उसके बाद और then the very inner part which is the center of gravity, that is the core. So then we discussed about then we move forward towards the lecture number 2 जिसमें हमने resources of water जो है जो कि अर्थ पे प्रेजेंट है, अर्थ क्रस्ट पे प्रेजेंट है, हमने उनको डिस्कस किया था. So what are sources of water on earth? These are oceanic and fresh water. Then we move forward towards lecture number 3 and we discussed lecture number 2 में ही हमने ground water को भी discuss किया था. So what is ground water? Ground water जो है वो ऐसा water होता है जो कि rain की वजह से seep in हो जाता है into the ground और जो कि वहाँ पर जाके strata एक layer होती है जिसके ऊपर सारा जो है वो इकट्ठा होता जाता है, तो that is the ground water. Then in lecture number 3 we discussed about the soil. So what is soil? Soil is the uppermost part of the earth that is present on the crust and we grow plants in the soil. Then what are the characteristics of the soil? So the characteristics of the soil are porosity, color, texture, water holding capacity, particle size and its what is it called? Its texture and its colors जो है, these all make up the characteristics of the soil. So in lecture number 4 we discussed about the types of soil. So how many types of soil are there? There are 6 different types of soil, that is chalky soil, then comes the sandy soil, silty soil, clay soil, loamy soil and the 6th one is peaty soil. Then again in lecture number 4, lecture number 5 we move forward to, we did an experiment. हमने एक experiment किया था on different types of soil और हमने इसमें absorption of water जो है soils के अंदर हमने उनको discuss किया था. Then in lecture number 6 we discussed about the composition of the soil, कि soil की क्या क्या composition है, किन किन चीज़ों से ये मिलके बनी हुई है. So mineral content जो होता है वो 45% होता है, water is 25%, air is 25%, then organic matter is 5%. So that is the composition of an ideal soil. So lecture number 7 was the प्रोजेक्ट जिसमें हमने मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर इन डिफरेंट सॉइल्स जो हैं वो डिस्कस किया था कि हाउ फास्ट वाटर मूव्स इन द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सॉइल बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स कंपोजिशन. So that was project number 2 and now is the time for your evaluation practice, for which you can download this worksheet from the description box below this video or you can get it in print from bio teacher. So my dear students, आपको अपना नाम लिखना है, roll number लिखना है and then enlist the layers of internal structure of the earth. कितनी layers हैं? So that is crust और crust के 2 portion कौन से हैं? Oceanic नहीं, ये अब आप खुद करेंगे. Then how many oceans are on earth? What is the system of water sources in Pakistan? Write 3 characteristics of soil. Porosity, consistency and texture. तो आपने इन तीनों के बारे में लिखना है. Then enlist the types of the soil. 6 कौन सी types है soil की, आपने उसके बारे में लिखना है. Then enlist the components and their percentage in soil. कितने components है soil के, क्या percentage है उनकी, आपने ये तमाम जो है वो यहाँ लिखने हैं. So my dear students, pause the video and quickly complete the worksheet. I hope everybody has done it. Now submit it to your teacher for evaluation and grading. Okay, my dear students, for homework you will do, you have to grow a plant in silty soil and a plant in peaty soil and analyze the difference between both soils. So my dear students, आपने पौधे लगाने हैं, पौधा लगाना बहुत अच्छी बात होती है. आपने एक सिल्टी सॉइल में पौधा लगाना है और एक पौधा जो है आपने पीटी सॉइल में लगाना है. इसके बाद दोनों सॉइल्स को ज़रा ऑब्जर्व कीजिएगा, उनके टेक्सचर को, कलर को, इसके अलावा कैसा उनकी जो है वाटर होल्डिंग कैपेसिटी उनकी कैसी है, आपने इन सारी चीज़ों को जो है वो डिस्कस करना है. Okay, my dear students, now is the time for wrap up. So, इस chapter में हमने क्या क्या चीज़ें पढ़ी? We discussed about the internal structure of the earth, the layers of the earth, that is mantle, crust and core. Then we discussed about the water resources on the earth, which are oceanic resources and freshwater resources. Then we discussed about the different characteristics of the soil, that is porosity, color, texture, water holding capacity, the particle size and the consistency. And we also discussed about the 6 different types of soil, that is chalky, clay, sandy, peaty, loomy and silty soil. And we discussed about the characteristics of the soil. That soil is made up of 4 basic components, that is minerals, water, air and organic matter. और इनकी एक fixed composition, एक जो presence होती है वो होती है soil के अंदर, जो कि इसको एक ideal soil बनाती है. So my dear students, I hope you have learned a lot of things from this chapter. Keep everybody around you safe. Have a good day. Thank you so much and Allah Hafiz.